Western Mass High School basketball tournament action live from the Hive at McCann Tech Regional Vocational High School as the Lady Indians of North Brookfield, the number 11 seed in Division 4, take on the number 6 seed Lady Hornets from McCann in a preliminary round Division 4 matchup. Hi everybody, I'm Tim Morey alongside of my producer and co-host of this broadcast, Jeff Karpaska, for a big Division 4 matchup between these two teams. And Jeff, the Lady Hornets, the number 6 seed in Division 4, come into this one with a record of 12-8. And North Brookfield comes in with a sub-500 record, but we can't be fooled by that because they went undefeated in their league.
They were 8-0 in their league and then went on to play out of conference, out of league competition. Didn't fare too well, but we're going to suspect that they played better teams and hopefully we'll bring that experience anyway to this game tonight.
And the Lady Hornets, there is a big crowd here at McCann for this opening round matchup in Division 4. The winner of tonight's contest gets a matchup with the number 3 seed, Pioneer High School. I'm sorry, that would be the Hopkins High School, Hopkins Academy. They are the number 1 seed in Division 4, and McCann or North Brookfield will have a meeting with them. The winner of this one gets that Division 4 quarterfinal matchup. That'll be played on Friday night, and the winner of that game in the quarterfinals will get a trip to the Curry Hicks Cage on the campus of the University of Massachusetts. And McCann head coach Kathy Budai would like nothing better than to take her young Lady Hornets to the cage at UMass. And we're just about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups for tonight's matchup between the Lady Indians of North Brookfield and the Lady Hornets of McCann. And nice crowd here, Jeff. A lot of enthusiasm here at McCann for this matchup.
It couldn't be any colder tonight, but we got a nice crowd here. The wind swept plains down here by the Hoosick River.
Yeah.
Hodges Crossing.
And of course, a lot of excitement here at McCann. The boys last night in Division 4 won their preliminary round matchup, and they will take on the Blue Devils of Drury just up the road here in a quarterfinal matchup on Thursday night at Drury. And we're just about ready for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups for both these squads.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Charles H. McCann Technical High School for this evening's opening round game in the Western Mass Girls Basketball.
And Athletic Director Bob Gettler is going to introduce the starting lineups for these two squads. And we're being introduced for tonight's broadcast. And for North Brookfield, Sam Riccitelli, the senior.
At the other guard, number 5, Kelly Gage.
And just a freshman, Kelly Dage.
At forward, number 3, Captain Cindy Messenger.
Senior Cindy Messenger.
Also at forward, number 12, Serenity Ayala.
And the leading scorer for the Lady Indians Serenity Ayala, just a freshman.
Brookfield, captain, number 10, Lindsay Schimmelpenny.
And the name of the night, Lindsay Schimmelpenny, the junior.
The head coach for North Brookfield is Lindsay Bennett. The assistant coach is Caitlin Malone.
And now the introduction of the starting lineups for the Lady Hornets of McCann, who come into this game with a record of 12-8. Emma Marino, the senior co-captain. And a very talented freshman here, Izzy Lacasse, averaging a little better than 11 points a game for McCann. And a senior, Aubrey Tetlow, averages 5 points a game for the Hornets. Grace Toller, the leading scorer for the Lady Hornet. And number 21, Kaylee Tatro, sophomore. And we're going to pause now for the playing of our national anthem.
This evening's game is being played by high school students. Please keep your cheering positive and not derogatory to any fans, players, or officials. And with your help, we'll make sportsmanship work. And now our national anthem.
And Jeff, we're just about ready to go here at McCann in this opening round Division IV matchup between the Lady Indians of North Brookfield and the Lady Hornets of McCann. And crowd continuing to come in here for this game. A lot of enthusiasm for this one.
Yes, we're trying to recall when the last home game the Lady Hornets had here for postseason activity. We can't really recall. We were talking with Mr. Dowling, and he couldn't name the exact time.
Okay, we got a mixed officiating crew for this one. One official from each conference and an independent official. And McCann will control the tap right off the bat. And a foul underneath. And it's Grace Toller right to the basket. And she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Toller, the leading scorer for McCann, averaging 12 points a game. And she misses the first. she missed them both. So North Brookfield will have their first possession of the game. There's no score. We're just getting started here. Ball on the ground. And McCann comes away with it. And Izzy Lacasse, a very talented freshman, will run the offense for McCann. North Brookfield in a 2-3 zone. Both teams will play zone. Towler, long. Three-pointer is good. And McCann is on the board first.
Great shot, squared right up.
3-0 McCann. Ball almost stolen away. And Ayala down the lane does not get it to go, but she gets her own rebound. And there's a travel on the play. So the ball will go over to McCann on the turnover.
Some early nerves by the...
And a turnover there off the press. And North Brookfield on their offensive rebound. Score there for Messenger. 3-2 McCann. Three-pointer again for Tower, no good. And North Brookfield wants to run. Ayala misses the long jumper, but on the rebound, and North Brookfield is controlling the boards. They are getting numerous chances here. And ball on the ground, they're going to call it tied up. And the ball will stay with North Brookfield. Right now, North Brookfield, Jeff, with a lot of opportunities on the offensive glass.
Unofficial count there, they've got to have at least 7 rebounds already off of missed shots on both ends of the court.
And Kelly Day, just a freshman, ball loose underneath. And they're going to call a foul out on top. Ayala was on her way to the basket.
Aubrey Tetlow with the foul.
And that's her first foul. It's the first foul, second foul in the game. Shot no good. Again, North Brookfield. And a jumper is good by Messenger. She's got 4 points. And North Brookfield leads it here 4-3. Lacasse got bumped off there. Down low. Ball tied up. Yeah. North Brookfield comes away with it. Thought about it for a minute. Ayala scores. And McCann's going to call a timeout here with 5:19 to go in this first quarter of play. It's North Brookfield with the 6-3 lead, Jeff, and it's really been all about the offensive glass.
Yes, on both ends of the court, North Brookfield rebounding advantage so far. A lot of missed shots on their part as well, so they've got a lot of offensive rebounds, but haven't made only 2 shots.
And we stand here at 6-3 with 5:19 to go in this first quarter of play. Big crowd here at McCann for this opening round contest. The winner will get a matchup on Friday evening with Hopkins Academy. And McCann took the timeout. North Brookfield continuing to show a 1-2-1-1 zone press, full court. And Lacasse now with the ball. Very talented freshman, Izzy Lacasse. Quickly to the basket, no good. On a shot. And they're going to call travel out on top against Tetlow. And a turnover gives the ball back to North Brookfield here. They got the 6-3 lead here. Just under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Long three-pointer, no good. But on the glass again is Ayala. And the ball on the tie-up will go over to the Lady Hornets. As North Brookfield continues to control the offensive glass. And numbers now for McCann. Down the lane for Lacasse, and she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair.
You know, when the Lady Hornets have been under control, they've been able to move the ball around and actually get good shots.
Izzy Lacasse, second leading scorer for the Hornets. And she makes the first. She's got one more. Gets them both. So it's 6-5. North Brookfield here with 4:29 to go in this first quarter of play. McCann now showing some pressing action. And they're going to call a travel near half court, and McCann gets the turnover.
That's the favorite call tonight so far.
It is. You're right, Jeff. Brookfield. Jumper from the corner, in and out there by Tetro. Marino does not get her shot to go. Now McCann dominating the offensive glass. And the jumper will roll it home for Tetlow.
Nice soft touch right there.
And that gives McCann the 1-point lead, 7-6. And Marino on the turnover. McCann has the ball back. Long by Toller, no good. And here comes Ayala for North Brookfield. The three-pointer is good by Sydney Messenger. Messenger leading all scorers with 7 points. She's got and they're going to call that a two-pointer.
Nice idea there, just a little poor on the execution. She was open.
So McCann trails by a point here, 8-7, 3:23 to go in the first quarter. Division 4 tournament action on the steal there, and a call, a travel. As Aubrey Tetlow got to her feet, they call a travel there. Yeah, foul there along the baseline. We're going to see who that's on. And they're going to call that foul on Messenger. That's her first for North Brookfield. And inbounds pass stolen by Ayala. Ayala tried to dribble out of trouble, but they're going to call a blocking foul. That's going to go against, I believe, Kaylee Tatro. And it is. That's her first. And it's the second team foul for McCann here.
You know, they had the player trapped along the sideline. No need to get aggressive there and try and do the block.
Jumper does not go and go out of bounds back to the Hornets. 8-7 North Brookfield. 3:04 to go in this first quarter. North Brookfield has shown this 1-2-1-1 zone press the whole game. Tower, nice pass on the baseline. Score it for Kaylee Tatro.
Smartly, they bring the ball right up the center of the court, avoiding the trap along the sideline.
Ayala with the long jumper, no good. The putback does not go, but Lacasse comes away with it. McCann with the 1-point lead, 9-8 with 2:33 to go in this first quarter.
Things are going to go well for the Lady Hornets if the shooting woes for North Brookfield continue and the Lady Hornets can get rebounds down at the other end of the court.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, diagonal pass down low to Marino. Score it! Aubrey Tetlow, her second hoop of the game, but beautiful pass by Emma Marino. And it's a 3-point McCann lead, 11-8. Jumper from the corner. Back rims it, no good. Marino.
There's
the
my point
board,
right
still
there.
a cash. And McCann looking to push the action. And they're going to call a travel out top. And that's going to go against Aubrey Tetlow. McCann leads it here, 11-8, a minute 53 to go in this first quarter. And there's going to be a foul out there by Lacasse. And that's going to be the third team foul on the Lady Hornets. And the first on Lacasse. Each team with 3 team fouls, a minute 45 to go in this first quarter. And it's a 3-point McCann lead. And Lacasse on the miss. Just a freshman, Izzy Lacasse. Very composed out there, and she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair.
That pass through the middle of the lane has been open when the Lady Hornets swing the ball.
And this one does not go. That's her first miss on the evening. She's 2 of 3 now from the foul line. Backroom's the second. And tie up along the sideline. The ball will stay with North Brookfield. The Lady Indians trail by 3 here, 11-8, a minute 24 to go in this first quarter. Long jumper does not go. Lacasse with the rebound.
This is like the 6th time down where North Brookfield's missed the shot and Lady Hornets will come up with the rebound. Good things happen when that happens.
Well, they've just got to play even on the boards, and the shot is partially deflected, recovered there. Scramble for the ball, and Kaylee Tatro comes away with it. And they're going to call a travel. A lot of travels so far in this one, Jeff.
Yeah. It's like a 2-for-1 sale tonight on travels.
And North Brookfield will set their offense here. And a step back jumper doesn't go. And Lacasse with another rebound.
That early rebounding edge that North Brookfield had is gone.
Towler throws up a jumper, comes short, but she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Grace Towler, just a sophomore, averages 12 points a game for the Lady Hornets. And drains the first foul shot. She's got 4 points on the game.
Great shooting form on both her foul shots as well as the jump shot she takes.
And she gets them both. 13-8, McCann with a 5-point lead. Here's Ayala. Brings the ball down the lane. Good on the shot. And McCann comes away with the rebound. Tetlow. 6 seconds on the clock. Lacasse down the lane. Fires it up at the buzzer and scores it. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play here at McCann, as the Lady Hornets have opened up a 7-point lead. The score after one is McCann 15 and North Brookfield 8. And just as you said, Jeff, once McCann was able to neutralize the offensive rebounding edge of North Brookfield, it kind of turned the game around.
Yeah, and the other thing, in North Brookfield's problems right now are they don't hold the ball long enough. They're taking shots way too quickly, and I noticed they have a tendency to bring the ball along the sidelines, and so Lady Hornets haven't trapped along the sidelines, but they cause trouble.
And now North Brookfield will inbound the ball. They trail by 7, 15-8. We start the second quarter of play. McCann still in that 2-3 zone. And a possession arrow favors McCann. And Lady Indians of North Brookfield stay in that 1-2-1-1 zone press. McCann is doing a better job against it, Jeff. Lacasse with the jumper, no good.
And I love the instinct to get the ball to the middle of the court on that press because good things happen there and they don't happen along the sideline.
Right. Towler for 3. Around and out. Oh, that would have been a big basket for McCann. Towler drives the lane, and she's going to shoot a pair. And she's fouled in the act of shooting. And she'll go to the line. Grace Towler.
That 2-3 zone North Brookfield's playing is leaving the middle wide open. It has been all game long. Lady Hornets are taking advantage of that.
Towler's now hit 4 foul shots in a row. She's got 7 points to lead the Hornets. And now it's a 9-point McCann lead. Ayala down the lane, and she's going to be fouled on the floor. And she is a very, very quick player. And that's the 14th foul. It's going to go against Towler. That's her first. Almost a foul. Inbounds pass. Stolen away by McCann. Good pass by Towler. Goes in and out of the hands of Tatro. Ayala, they're going to call a block on the floor. Now checking into the game for North Brookfield is Maddie DiDonato, number 13. Seeing her first action, and that ball is knocked away. Lacasse on the breakout, going to try to take it all the way. Oh, it's deflected and it'll stay with McCann.
Those inbounds underneath the basket are always hard. For some reason, players get confused by the fact that the basket's right above them.
Shot from the corner does not go. But Towler chases down a rebound. The jumper doesn't go. And Lacasse tries to keep it open.
Boy, since those first 3 minutes, the Lady McCann Hornets have really, really been working on rebounding.
And North Brookfield breaks that press. But stolen away. And a ball thrown away there. 6:32 to go here
Got a
in
little
this
greedy
first
on
quarter.
that one.
In this second quarter. And McCann leads it here 17-8. Ball stolen on the inbounds, tied up, and it stays with North Brookfield. The Lady Indians, Jeff, having some trouble now with this McCann press.
Almost, she was almost out of bounds.
Yes. Ball stolen away again. Lacasse going to take it all the way to the basket. Doesn't get it to go. The putback. No good there by Kaylee Dean. Seeing her first action of the game, Kaylee Dean, the sophomore.
It could have been an over-the-back foul on that rebound.
Tetlow tied up there for a minute. Dean for the jumper. Doesn't go. And Ayala with the rebound. Ball tied up on the floor. And it's going to go on the possession arrow. It's going to go to McCann.
It's got to be the 10th tie-up. Can you imagine if they were all jump balls back in the old days? Oh my God.
We'd be here till midnight. Towler with numbers here for McCann. Ball was tied up. Nice defense there. Foul. 5:54 to go in this first half. And on the foul, that's going to put Aubrey Tetlow on the line, the senior. And she's going to shoot a pair. Oh, back rim's the first one. Oh, missed them both. So it remains 17-8 here at 5:44 to go in this first half. And turnover will go over to McCann. North Brookfield has played that 1-2-1-1 zone press the whole way here. And there's gonna call a foul.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, on Towler.
Looked like the player was reaching in on that.
Right. So that's a big foul, as that's a second on Towler. And that's a big loss for McCann. Ayala from the side, and she's going to shoot three on that missed three-point shot, Jeff.
She hasn't had much success from out there. There's just a little pressure would have sufficed, I think.
And Ayala misses the first. She'll have two more. And Ayala gets a second. Serenity Ayala, she's the leading scorer for North Brookfield. She averages about 9 points a game. They need her. She's been very active on the offensive boards. Missed them both. So Serenity Ayala goes 1 for 3. But North Brookfield's going to get another shot at it. And on the foul, it's going to put Maddie DiDonato on the line.
That kind of effort is what got them the early lead.
Right.
They were getting their own offensive rebounds early in the first quarter.
Foul on Kaylee Tatro. She's got two now. DiDonato sinks it. Nice rebound there. And McCann with the 7-point lead. 17-10. 5:10 to go in the first half. Grace Towler on the bench with Emma Marino, two starters. And finally Cass takes a nice move down the baseline. Can't get her runner to go. And here comes North Brookfield. Pass thrown away and recovered by Lacasse. Now numbers for the Hornets. And they're going to call a travel there. And they're going to adjust the net there on the other side. And they're going to call a block. Ayala's going to go to the line. She'll shoot a 1-and-1 there.
Once again, we got to use that sideline to your advantage. It was really more of a reach-in foul.
1-and-1 here. 19 fouls on McCann. Ayala sinks the first. Serenity now. 2 for 4 from the foul line. She gets them both. She cuts into that McCann lead now. 17-12 for McCann. Approaching the 4-minute mark of this first half. And a turnover will bring the ball back to North Brookfield. The Lady Indians now can cut into that 5-point lead of McCann. Ayala with the cross-court pass. The runner will go for Maddie DiDonato. Her first bucket of the game. She's got 3 points now.
You notice things have changed since Toller's been out of the game.
And they're going to call a foul. And that's going to put Aubrey Tetlow on the line. She'll shoot a 1-and-1 now. That's a 17 foul for North Brookfield. And Aubrey sinks the first. Gets them both. 19-14 McCann here. 3:46 to go in the first half. North Brookfield trying to break that McCann press. Long rebound. Tracked down. And to the board, and almost a 3-point play. As the foul will go against Arian Quinones into the game, seeing her first action, and it puts Lindsay Schimmelpenny on the line. And Schimmelpenny with the free throw scores her first point of the night.
You know, given Ayala's speed, I'm going to let her have that three-pointer and try and take away any kind of dribble she may take.
19-15, McCann here, 3:25 to go in the first half. And Marino down the lane. And a shot blocked there as Lacasse. But the ball will stay with McCann. North Brookfield with a little bit of a size advantage here, Jeff, no question. And a pass stolen away. Here comes Schimmelpenny for the basket, no good. Marino comes out of there with the rebound. Big rebound there by Marino. Quinones steps back and bangs it for 3. Arian Quinones with the three-pointer.
Found her spot right there. It was a great square-up shot.
And North Brookfield will take a timeout with 2:35 to go in the first half. And the Lady Hornets of McCann with a 7-point lead, 22-15. And that's a big basket for McCann to get them offense off the bench with Towler on the bench with 2 fouls, Jeff.
And North Brookfield resurgent after Towler went out of the game. Lady Hornets got a little complacent and a little confused. And North Brookfield was able to come back. Without that three-pointer, it's 19-15 with North Brookfield with the ball.
And we've got a result from just up the road. Our broadcast partners, Rick Boo and John Bird, covering the Jury Blue Devils, Lady Blue Devils against Mahar Senators. And Jury holds on for a preliminary round win 64-59 over Mahar, and they will now advance to the quarterfinals and play the number 1 seed South Hadley Tigers for a chance to go to the semifinals and a trip to the cage. So congratulations to the Lady Blue Devils of Jury. And a lot of pressure by McCann. But North Brookfield breaks that press well. They get a good shot, but it doesn't go. Quinones, cross-court pass to Towler, who's back in the game. Towler down the lane, and Grace Towler is going to go to the line and shoot a pair. She fouled in the act of shooting.
Very close to drawing her third foul there with the offensive foul.
Yeah, it was close. Towler back in the game here with 2:05 to go. Question here for head coach Kathy Budai. And she's gonna roll the dice, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, you could see what happened when Towler was out of the game.
No question, she's their top offensive player. And she rolls them both in. 24-15, McCann by 9. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Down the lane, a beautiful running move there by Evelyn Doe, just a 7th grader. 24-17, McCann. Dean from the foul line, and it goes. Kaylee Dean gets on the scoreboard for McCann. And a ball stolen by Lacasse in the backcourt. She is going to be fouled and almost converts a three-point play.
You can see the different approach that North Brookfield has. The last 4 times down the court, they brought the ball straight up the middle, scored on 2 of them, and had another layup go in and out. More aggressive straight up the court.
First shot doesn't go for Lacasse. 2 or 3 from the foul line. And she's 3 of 6 now. 2 of 5, but now 3 of 6. 10-point McCann lead. Ball stolen by Marino. Looks ahead to Lacasse. She'll take a jumper. Doesn't go. But Marino tracks down the rebound. And Dean is fouled, and she's doing a nice job on the boards for McCann. Kaylee Dean, just a sophomore. This is a young McCann squad. They only have 2 seniors on the squad. Aubrey Tetlow and Nicole Demastri. This is a young Hornets squad for head coach Kathy Budai.
It is.
Around and out. 28-17 McCann now. Minute 12 to go in this first half. Back rim on his shot. And the putback is good by Lindy Schimmelpenny. Lindsay now has 3 points for North Brookfield. That's a big basket for North Brookfield, breaking that run by
Yes, it
McCann.
is.
And Cass throws up a wild shot there. Step back jumper. Back rim's no good. Marino on the boards. Done a nice job for McCann. And a double dribble. 24 seconds to go in the first half. McCann with the 9-point lead, 28-19. Doe into the front court. Going to be tied up. Stays with North Brookfield. Quite an atmosphere for a 7th grader to be playing in.
This is true.
Evelyn, just a 7th grader for North Brookfield. Step back jumper, doesn't go. That would have been for 3. And Lacasse.
8 seconds to go.
Dollar with a long one. No good, and that's going to do it for the first half of play here at the Hive of McCann Tech. We've played one half in this preliminary round, Division IV Western Mass Tournament game. The score at halftime is the Lady Hornets of McCann 28 and the Lady Indians of North Brookfield 19. And we're going to take a break here from McCann. We'll be back with our first half stats and second half action in just a moment. And we're back here at McCann at halftime with the Lady Hornets leading North Brookfield 28-19 in a fast-paced action in the first half for McCann. It was Grace Towler leading the way. She had 9 points. To lead the Hornets, Aubrey Tetlow had 5 points. And Izzy Lacasse had 5 points. Some pretty balanced scoring for the Hornets. For the Lady Indians of North Brookfield, they were led by Sydney Messenger with 6, and she got off to a fast start. She scored the first 6 points for North Brookfield. McCann is going to have the ball first here. They lead it 28-19. The winner here gets a trip to the quarterfinals of the Division IV Western Mass Tournament, and they will play Hopkins Academy on Friday night. And a pass stolen by Ayala. Ayala looking to go all the way to the basket. A step back jumper. The round end rolls in. And Messenger picks up where she left off in that first half. Comes out with the first bucket for North Brookfield. Cuts the lead to 28-21. McCann. Towler, 2 fouls. Has to be careful. Inside the Marino. Score it. Nice play there by Kaylee Tatro. And Emma Marino with her first basket of the game. Ayala to the basket, misses the bunny. Ball saved, but to North Brookfield. Ayala down the lane. North Brookfield, ball stolen away there. All the way, coast to coast for Kaylee Tatro. And now McCann with 11-point lead and a timeout by North Brookfield. And that, Jeff, is, I believe, the biggest lead of the game for McCann.
You know, we talked about it earlier in the second quarter. There was a point in this game when the score was 19-15, and North Brookfield was on the way back. And I forgot who it was, hit a three-pointer to basically stem that tide and turn the game back towards Lady Hornets' way.
Yeah, it was Aaron Canones who came
That's
off
right.
the bench
for
McCann and hit a big three-pointer, and that did break the momentum.
We got some other games going on tonight.
Yeah, we do. In Division 4, Division 3 action, Drury has beaten Mahar 64-59. Smith Academy, Renaissance is leading Smith Academy 53-34 in another Division IV contest. And Ayala being pressured there in the backcourt. And she's going to be fouled by Marino. And that's a first team foul for McCann here in the second half. And that's the first foul on Marino.
Sideline is your friend.
That's right. Ball will go over to McCann.
Marino almost touched that ball, pulled her hands back.
Last minute. Towler gets out of Trusher. The cast with the jumper. No good. One and done for McCann. In the lane, and it doesn't go. Schimmelpenny almost had a shot for a three-point play there, but she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. That's a second quick foul on Emma Marino, co-captain, senior co-captain for the Lady Hornets. And Schimmelpenny doesn't draw any iron there, so McCann will get the ball. Marino to Towler. And McCann is able to handle the press well there. Step back, three-pointer doesn't go. Marino with the rebound. Marino again. Lacasse steps back for three and gets it. Izzy Lacasse. Big basket for the Hornets, who now have a 14-point lead.
The patience paid off there. Working the ball around.
Ayala. And she's got a three. She answers right back. Serenity Ayala. And that was a big basket, really, there for North Brookfield. They trail by 11 now, 35-24 with 5:21 to go in this third quarter. McCann was starting to get away from him. Pass stolen away. The running one-hander is good by Sydney Messenger. She's got 10 points to lead all scorers for North Brookfield. We're under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. 9-point McCann lead, 35-26. And a ball is thrown away. And we'll go over to North Brookfield. Manny DiDonato into the game now for the Lady Indians. DiDonato takes it coast to coast, does not get it to go. Towler comes out of there. All the way to the basket, and she is hammered on the play. And Grace Towler is going to go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
That's like a board check in hockey.
Yeah, that was a rough play there.
Yeah, they call that boarding, actually.
Grace Towler now hits 7 foul shots in a row. That's the jinx right there, Jeff.
No, she's nailing this.
You're right. Grace has hit 8 foul shots in a row. And McCann now has an 11-point lead, 37-26. DiDonato into the front court.
Stolen.
And stolen away by Tower. It's going to be fouled on the play. And we're joined here, our broadcast co-partners, John Bird, who was up at the jury game. The Lady Blue Devils with a big victory, 64-59 over Mahar. John Bird in the house here with 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. Lacasse running the offense for McCann. That jumper no good. Ball on the ground, on the floor. It's going to be tied up and go over to North Brookfield. 4:09 to go in this third quarter, and it's an 11-point Lady Hornet lead.
Just had our record-breaking 20th tie-up.
Oh, there's a good steal there, and it's scored for Tetlow. Ball stolen away by Power. She's going to take it to the hole and score it. Grace Tower. And it's now a 15-point McCann lead, 41-26. McCann starting to break away here. Put back, doesn't go. And the foul on the play. And that will put Schimmelpenny on the line. She is a tough rebounder on the board, Schimmelpenny. We're getting so excited here, we're shaking our broadcast table here. Our producer, camera person, and analyst, Jeff's getting worried the whole thing's going to come crashing down here.
Well, they got a carpentry shop down the hallway. We could go get some shims, I think.
Exactly. All right, Schimmelpenny misses the first. She's got one more. But she missed them both again.
You know, you can almost say so go Schimmelpenny right in this game, so go North Brookfield, because when she had a big first half, they were playing well. She's come out in the second half, done the same thing, actually.
All right, McCann has the ball and the 15-point lead. 41-26 with 3:27 to go. And into the game is Evelyn Doe, the 7th grader for North Brookfield. And here comes Towler into the front court. Finds Lacasse. Lacasse to the basket. Won't go. And North Brookfield comes away with it. And the ball is knocked away, and we'll go back to McCann. Lacasse has caused a lot of chaos in that defensive front court for McCann.
Always around the ball, always.
Lacasse with the runner. Doesn't go. And here comes North Brookfield. Doe on the move. Ball is tipped away and recovered by Lacasse. Runs it down. Towler for the long three. Doesn't go. Oh, that was big. That would have been big for McCann there.
That ball came down with snow on it.
Towler with the steal. Finds Lacasse. And score. Izzy Lacasse. Ball knocked away, stolen by McCann, and turned over. Oh,
great idea by Tetlow there. That was a great pass to Lacasse underneath.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Aubrey Tetlow, just one of two seniors on this Lady Hornets team. Head coach Kathy Budai has a lot to look forward to in the coming years. Doe into the front court. Dishes it off. Nice pass there. And score it for Messenger. She's got 12 points now for North Brookfield. 43-28. McCann. Lacasse. Score it. Izzy Lacasse. And they're going to call it out of bounds on a turnover. And Ball will go over to McCann. Checking in the game for McCann is Nicole Demastri, number 25, seeing her first action. And Ariana Canones is back in for the Hornets along with Kaylee Dean and Ariana Vincent. So Coach Kathy Budai going to her bench here with a 17-point lead. She's going to give some of her starters a rest.
Quinones with the shot.
Oh, had a good look at the basket, and they're going to call a foul on her over the back. And that's just the third team foul here in this second half for the Lady Hornets. Messenger almost tied up in the backcourt. Ball is stolen away by Dean. Nice defense there by Kaylee Dean. Izzy Lacasse will get away from trouble. And the ball is going to head into the backcourt. And will be turned over to North Brookfield on the play. And we're happy to have with us also joining us here up in the broadcast booth, Rick Bua, who along with John Bird was up at Drury High School for the Lady Blue Devils and Mahar Senator game. Ball stolen away. Here comes Tower. Shot is no good by Demastri.
Hey. Lacasse and Brianna Quilitek from North Brookfield went flying into the stands on the other end of the court.
Yeah. No call there, but North Brookfield will inbound it. And working against that McCann pressure. Doe thought about it for a minute. Almost turned over at half court. Ball on the ground. On the floor. Kaylee Dean goes right after it. And ties it up, and the ball will go over to McCann on the possession arrow. McCann is on the verge of blowing this game open. They've got the 17-point lead. 22 seconds to go in this third quarter. And going to call travel there. So 18 seconds to go now. North Brookfield has a chance to get the final shot of this quarter. And they're going to call a travel. So McCann will get the ball back now with 15 seconds to go.
Plenty of time left, even with 15 seconds. There's plenty of time.
Lacasse breaks away from the pressure. Time on the clock. Well, it's looking underneath for Dean. Not there. And the ball stolen. Lacasse at the buzzer. Izzy Lacasse on the steal and basket. And she sends McCann
She took
to the sidelines.
She took the shot a little early, as I said, with 15 seconds to go. Redeemed herself, getting the nice rebound and put back.
So McCann now leads it by 19, 47-28 after 3 periods of play here in this opening round Division IV contest. And we're pleased to be joined here by Rick Bua and John Bird, who covered Drury and Mahar. And Rick, what was the report from that jury? You know the final was 64-59, but it was really a tale of two different halves.
Yeah, it was, Tim. It was two different ball games, for sure. Drury jumped all over them and led by 17, 34-17, I think, at half, and they just could not handle Drury's pressure. And so what does Maher decide to do? They decide to pressure on their own and create an awful havoc for Drury. It was two different ball games.
Drury got a partner in the grid with that.
Yeah, they escaped with that one. But the thing that they did, Tim, is they didn't succumb under the pressure. They got it down to 3 and never relinquished the lead and got some key baskets when they had to. Brooke DeGennaro scored most of her points in the first half and did a lot of assisting. But, we talked about we talked to Coach Downey after the game about doing a layup drill in practice tomorrow, which they do all the time. But that's the way basketball is, Tim, and you know that, boys and girls. You're going to miss some bunnies either way.
All right, we're starting the fourth quarter play here with McCann up by 19, 47-28.
The one thing, I'm sorry, Tim, the one thing I want to add before I leave you here is the fact the threes were just one right after another for Maher, and that kept them in the game in the second half. They must have made 7 or 8 in the second half alone.
Okay, Rick, thanks for that recap of Jury and Maher. Here at McCann, the McCann Lady Hornets have a 19-point lead, 47-28 here in the early part of the fourth quarter. 7:15 to go in this ball game. McCann in control. Alvia LaSure, the sophomore, seeing action now as head coach Kathy Budai has gone to her bench liberally here in this second half, and I think she's gotten every player into the game.
Both a couple of young teams here.
Yes, they are.
Getting the experience for young players, even in a game like this, that's a blowout, is still experience.
Yep. Scramble on the floor. And the ball will stay with McCann with 6:55 to go in this ball game.
IL freshman there, Kaylee Tatro on the tie-up there, 2 young players.
And the inbounds play, good look there, it doesn't go. Ball stolen away and score! Kaylee Tatro. She's got 6 points now for McCann. And they're gonna call a block along the sideline. Yeah, the locals aren't too happy with that call right in front of us here at half court. And that foul will go against Vincent. And they're looking low. Ball stolen away. And it'll go back to McCann. McCann in control here by 21 points with 6:30 to go. The winner of this one gets Hopkins Academy on Friday night at Hopkins Academy. Hopkins, the third seed team. Oh, beautiful pass. Diagonal. Kaylee Tatro now has 8 points. And it's all McCann now here in this second half. And they're going to call a foul there. And Schimmelpenny will go to the line.
We're going to be watching number 32 for North Brookfield, 7th grader.
Just a 7th grader.
Unflappable on the court.
She really is.
Unflappable.
She plays a nice game for North Brookfield. Schimmelpenny. Lindsay has struggled from the line tonight. She's just one of 6 from the foul line. So 23-point McCann lead. She misses again. And a tie-up will stay with North Brookfield. They just can't buy a basket here, Jeff.
They haven't had much luck, I'll be honest with you.
And a timeout by North Brookfield with 6:05 to go in this contest. And the Lady Hornets of McCann lead it here by 23, 51-28, and they are well on their way to advancing here in Division 4.
One of the things I'm impressed with, we've got 2 young teams here. Coach Budai's team, more poised, working the ball around, more patient most of the time. North Brookfield, also a young team, quick shots, getting trapped along the sidelines, and otherwise being impatient at almost every turn. So kudos to Coach Budai and the players.
And while we have a moment, we want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for the broadcast of tonight's MIAA Division IV tournament contest between North Brookfield and McCann. Of course, special thanks to Jeff Kerpaska, who's our producer, director, and analyst for tonight's contest. He's doing it all here.
I let you carry the bags in, though.
That's right. That's about all I was good for. All right, North Brookfield will inbound. They've got to get going on offense if they have a shot in this one. Step back, 3, no good. Tatro on the rebound, and she's going to back it out of there now. The clock is McCann's ally in this one. Oh, beautiful diagonal pass to Tatro, and she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Nice pass by Olivia LaSure. And she rolls it home. Tatro scored 7 points here in this second half. And a big second half for the Hornets. And she boosts the McCann lead at 25 now, 53-28. Ayala on the cut and score. Serenity Ayala now in double figures. With 10 points from the side, no good. Nice pass to the baseline to Dean. This unit passes the ball well, Jeff.
They've worked it around. They've been patient and gotten a load of offensive rebounds to boot.
Tatro steps back, doesn't get it to go. The clock continues to move here with 4:50 to go in this ball game. And McCann in control here by 23 points, 53-30. And a double dribble there on the outside. So on the turnover, ball will go back to North Brookfield. Cannonan's into the game for the Lady Hornets, and the pass thrown away, and it will go back to McCann.
Tough pass to execute all the way in the corner like that.
Ball knocked away, but it will stay with McCann. Kelly Daig, just a freshman, she's into the game now for the Lady Indians. And they're going to call a travel on the outside.
Tried to squeeze through that gap before, without dribbling.
Ayala with a runner, doesn't go. Canones on the boards. Gets out of trouble there at midcourt. Runner doesn't go, but LaSure is going to go to the line and shoot a pair for the Hornets.
That's an aggressive move to the basket. You're borderline going to make the basket and borderline going to get an offensive foul, but you have to take that chance to become a good player.
So LaSure goes to the line and shoots a pair for the Hornets. Yeah, she got it. The Hornets have shot well from the line tonight, Jeff.
We still have one player 8 for 8. Watch this one not miss now. I jinxed her.
You did.
I did.
You did. You put the jinx on her. McCann 17 for 26 from the foul line tonight. And that's been a big difference here in this game. Ayala misses the foul shot. Ayala looking for room, can't find it, ball stolen away. Nice play there by LaShore for McCann. LaShore all the way to the basket,
Nice
can't get her runner to go. And here's the breakout for Sam, for Kelly Day, the freshman. She gets in the scoring column. Approaching the 3-minute mark in this game. And McCann leads it 54-32. Ball thrown away, and here comes Ayala. Step back, doesn't go. And Quinones, and a foul in the backcourt there. That's going to go against Schimmelpenny. And it will put, it's only the 6th foul. 2:50 to go, 2 minutes and 50 seconds for McCann to earn a trip to the Division IV quarterfinals on Friday night against Hopkins Academy, the 3rd seed in this tournament. And they're going to call a travel there. That's going to go against Hannah Williams. Good on the shot. And a tie-up will bring it over to McCann. And McCann just needs to hold on here, Jeff, and let the clock do its work. And they're going to walk out of here with a well-deserved victory over the Lady Indians of North Brookfield.
You know, they showed poise in that first quarter. Got back to their game.
And a foul on the shot. And that's going to put Daig on the line for North Brookfield. Daig, a freshman.
North Brookfield had to feel good coming into a foreign land in that early in that first quarter, but the Lady Hornets turned it around.
Yeah, they got off to a good start in this game. And really, the story early on was North Brookfield dominating on the offensive boards. But McCann was able to correct that. And they hung in there, like you said. 54-34. McCann. And Nicole Demastre going to back it out. All thrown away. But North Brookfield will run it down in the backcourt with 2:05 to go in the game and a timeout on the floor. As Coach Kathy Budai wants to talk to her charges here and try to keep things under control because they're in the driver's seat here, up by 20, 54-35, 54-34. I'm sorry.
But once again, you've got a young team. You're saying to your team, we're still playing here. You're getting essentially playoff experience, tournament experience. Take advantage of it and do what we've been coached to do.
Yeah, you're right. Both these teams, we've been mentioning it throughout the broadcast, both these teams are very young. And so we're going to be seeing a lot of these players for years to come here. Of course, we've been talking about frequently on High School Basketball Weekly about the youth of McCann. Speaking of that, you can catch High School Basketball Weekly every Thursday night at 7:30, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and Sunday evening at 7. Catch up on all high school basketball action on High School Basketball Weekly. Hosted by yours truly and Rick Bua. Got a lot of tournament action to recap this week. Good idea on the pass. Quinones steps back. And Schimmelpenny comes out of there with the rebound ahead to Daig. It's going to take it all the way, coast to coast. Kelly Daig now has 6 points. Minute 30 to go in this game. And ball is thrown away and will go to North Brookfield. Step back jumper is good by Megan Bacchus. And Megan just a 7th grader, Jeff. So there's some really young kids on this North Brookfield team. Put back, no good there. And here comes Ayala.
And they're 7th grade and they're tall.
Exactly. Ayala steps back, doesn't get it. And a timeout on the sidelines by North Brookfield with 49 seconds to go. And McCann with the commanding 54-38 lead here. And McCann will come out of here with a well-deserved victory in this opening round of the Division IV tournament. A nice crowd here at McCann to see this one. And Jeff, McCann has to be happy with the performance and understanding they got a chance now to go down to Hopkins Academy on Friday night and earn a chance to take, I believe would be their first trip to the quarterfinal, to the semifinals at the Curry-Hicks Cage. And that, of course, is a big goal for all these high school teams. They want to get to that platform. And
the goal of every coach is to take that poise you have on your home court and take it on the road.
Right. And they'll be tested against Hopkins Academy. And Schimmelpenny scores the bucket. 35 seconds to go here. And they're going to call a timeout by McCann with 32 seconds to go in this game. Katie Budai wants to get her squad under control here. They lead by 14. And she's gone with her bench a significant part of the way here in this second half.
You know, that's an investment that if it doesn't pay off on Friday is going to keep on paying off as the younger players get more experience in more high-pressure games.
Absolutely. You know, she went to her bench midway through that third quarter when she had the big lead, and she's played her bench pretty much the entire way since then. So, like you said, Jeff, it's great experience for these younger players.
Well, the bane of all coaches is to be able to win on the road, whether you're in high school or whether you're in the pros.
Beautiful cross-court pass by Canones and score it to Ariana Vincent. Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful play there. Canones to Vincent, and she's going to get a chance for a three-point play, and what a way to cap off, and it is a three-point play. What a way to cap off this contest. As McCann 20 seconds away now from closing the book on this one. And the Mastery blocked along the sideline, knocked out of bounds. 11 seconds to go in this game. And McCann will advance to the Division IV quarterfinals with an impressive victory over the Lady Indians of North Brookfield. And Canones out of bounds. She came from out of bounds. 2 seconds to go.
Can't do that.
And North Brookfield. Long heave by Ayala. Does not go, and that's going to do it. The final score from McCann. The Lady Hornets of McCann 57 and North Brookfield 40. McCann advances to the Division IV quarterfinals on Friday night to play Hopkins Academy at Hopkins Academy at 7 o'clock. And Jeff, as you said, McCann got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they gained their composure quickly in that first quarter, and they never looked back. And They led by 9 at halftime, and they blew it open, really, in this second half.
There was one point where there might have been a North Brookfield comeback in the offing, but Lady Hornets really shut it down.
Okay, stay tuned here now. We're going to hopefully have some post-game interviews here. And just stand by here for a minute, and we're going to have Rick Bua hopefully do a post-game interview, or I think I'm going to do a post-game interview. All right, we'll be back in just a moment here. Stay tuned. And we're here on the floor here following a very impressive Lady Hornet victory over the North Brookfield Indians, and we're here with head coach Kathy Budai, along with Emma Marino and Aubrey Tatlow, the co-captains of the Lady Hornets. And coach, you guys got off a little slow start, but we commented during the broadcast how composed your team was. For a young team, you guys kept your composure.
That was on our board. That is on our board because in our pre-games, it's like we need to maintain composure. First half, we struggled with it. Halftime, I said, guys, settle down, play your game. They came out third quarter and put the game away, and that was awesome.
It really was. I mean, the game was back and forth throughout the first half, but you guys came out with a tremendous amount of energy in that second half, really took it to North Brookfield, and I don't think they were really ready for the energy that you guys brought to the second half.
I agree with you. I mean, it's the way we've been playing throughout the season, and that's the way we need to continue to play. And if we're going to compete, keep going, teams are going to get harder and harder. We have to maintain composure and execute like we did in the third quarter.
Well, Coach, you can't say enough about your two co-captains here. The only two seniors on this young team, and Aubrey Tatlow. Aubrey, of course, great crowd here tonight at McCann. How did that help you guys?
It just helped us keep going and keep pushing along. It's always great to see so many fans.
Yeah, and Emma, we commented during the first part of the game that North Brookfield, they were really doing a good job on the offensive boards, but once you guys started to even that out, you guys kind of took off from there.
Like I said in our other interview, rebounding is a really big part. It's not just the shooting, it's all the basics. It's rebounding, dribbling, passing, shooting, it's all of it combined, and that's what we did here tonight.
Well, Aubrey, you're a senior. This is a young team, but you guys have had a great season. Now you have to go down to Hopkins Academy. They're the number 3 seed, and you haven't played them yet this year. You haven't seen them. They have played some common opponents that you guys have beaten, and they have played. So it'll be an interesting game, but it's one game away. If you can win that game, it's on to UMass and the Curry Hicks Cage.
Oh yeah, we're really excited. We're working hard in practice. Just keep working, getting what we have to get done and get ready for Hopkins. And making it to the cage is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great for the whole team.
Well, ladies, congratulations, Coach, on a great game. It was a pleasure to do the game here at McCann, and we want to wish you the best of luck on Friday night. We'll be following that game, and hopefully you can win that game, and we'll be following you down at UMass. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's head coach Kathy Budai, along with Aubrey Tatlow and Emma Marino, the co-captains for McCann. That's going to do it here from McCann. The final score in this one, it was McCann winning this preliminary round game 57-40 over North Brookfield. For my co-host, Jeff Karpaska, I want to thank him for his production of tonight's contest. I'm Tim Morey saying good night from McCann.